Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and on today's unboxing, we have a bunch of elites from Ringside Collectibles. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Welcome back. Like I said, today I have a Ringside Collectibles unboxing, and I did make this order during the Memorial Day sale, I'm pretty sure. There were some elites in there that I wanted to pick, an Ultimate Edition, a few things. It wasn't a huge haul, but some stuff I've wanted for a while, and I just hadn't pulled the trigger on. So I went through the Memorial Day sale, checked out a couple things, and figured what the heck. Ordered some damaged packaging figures, and here we are. So first couple, obviously we've got Triple H and Shawn Michaels here from the SummerSlam Elite Wave, which has not hit retail as of recording, I'm pretty sure. It's been available online for quite a while now. All those pay-per-view Elite sets always are. I don't know why they hit so early online. Maybe it's just the time difference with things hitting online versus actually hitting retail when they're needed for those pay-per-views. But I did go ahead, like I swapped the heads off here just for fun. But we've got the like this was the Closed Eyes Ultimate Edition sculpt from his Ultimate Edition. The Shawn seems really short. I don't dislike this head sculpt, but I need to go take a peek. I swear Shawn had his short hair at this point, not long hair. It's a good looking figure. I was pretty happy for the most part with the build for him. Like I like how it looks here. He has his cloth shirt that saw some people were upset it doesn't have the Philippians 413. I think that's the correct verse on the shirt. So just the shirt there. I'm pretty sure Curb Stomp had like a sticker you could get, or you could probably find an iron-on of it. I'll get around to it eventually. And then he had his entrance gear. It's very bulky, but it works. It's fine. It fits over the jeans. The Triple H is pretty plain. If we would have gotten this Triple H without Shawn Michaels in the set, I would have had zero desire to pick this up. I didn't pick up the Legends Triple H because I felt like it was too lazy. And I mean, there's not much of this. The knee pads I do like. The height difference is ridiculous. The heights are way off. The Triple H head does sit really high. The ball joint in there, the socket is pretty shallow, so it sits pretty high on the neck. When I put that yelling sculpt back on there, it sits much lower, and I think that is better. He has the updated shoes, updated legs. Those knee pads I really like. They're softer. They look a little bit different. But outside of the double jointed arms, like outside of the technological upgrades, it's a Triple H. It's fine. Not much to it. The Shawn Michaels, again, it looks fine. I like that we got those boots. I thought it was a cool reuse of the Ultimate Warrior, I'm pretty sure. The Monday Night Wars one, and the age for the head sculpt is fine. I swear he had his short hair. I could be wrong, could be remembering my 2002 wrong, but I was excited to get this regardless. I really wanted these two. Boy, did I hate Triple H so much then. Actually, no, we're gonna move these out of the way for now. Who's up next? We might as well grab this one here. We've got the Charlotte that came in the set, and then the Roman as well. And these I didn't really care if I got or not. I think it's a really nice Charlotte. I do think that Charlotte, you pretty easily can argue that she is the best women's wrestler of all time. I think the argument's there. I don't have a strong opinion. I wouldn't say I necessarily enjoy Charlotte at this point in time, but I think she's maybe a little underrated by people because we're just sick of her. But I also feel like she was not really around. Like, she was hurt, but during COVID she just like disappeared. So Mini Charlotte rant aside, I think this is a fantastic looking figure. I don't remember what SummerSlam she wore this specific attire at. I think it was the last couple of years that she wore it. But this is a nice Charlotte. The head sculpt is nice. The arms, got her tattoo in there on the forearm. A really nice figure. She's got double jointed boots. The sculpt, like special sculpting on the torso for the top, like the belts here. Just a really nice figure. I think it's a nice upgrade for a more modern Charlotte. The open hands, nothing special to it. These Roman sculpts I think look great. I think this is a very nice sculpt, but I just don't want a smiling Roman. And again, it's another Roman Reigns. I have a bunch of them. These legs are the same ones they used on the Ultimate Edition, at least, the pinless ones. But there was nothing special about these. Their head sculpts I don't have, but again, I don't know why they gave him a smiling sculpt for Tribal Chief Roman. I think that if they would have had this exact like hair and everything with a scowling face, mad, literally any expression besides happy, it would have been a much better figure. But again, I ordered two. The Charlotte I was cool with ordering because I thought it was very nice, and then I couldn't not get Roman. We had to complete the set because I wanted to build a figure William Regal, Commissioner Regal with his brass knucks here, and Mattel is starting to give us, let's get Roman's hands right there. Mattel's giving us some new skin tones, which, cool. I didn't really need new skin tones. Like, this Regal has more of a, like, lighter pinkish hue. The Monday Night Wars British Bulldog also had, like, a more of a yellow skin tone. Yellowish, goldish kind of look. So it's cool that they're changing things up, but also, I have so much fodder and so many things that I swap around, I don't need more skin tones. I was happy with what we had. But this was like the modern William Regal head sculpt, but then we got brass knucks, we've got the bruised eye. I thought this was a really cool Build-A-Figure. I was excited to build this one. So we got the whole SummerSlam Elite set, but Shawn Michaels, Triple H, I was excited to get those because the Ruthless Aggression era, Shawn Michaels coming back was big for me. That was a big time in my childhood up to that point. But then I do have a couple more, so this next one here we picked up was the Elite Rhea Ripley. I think this is 116, 117, but I really wanted an updated Rhea. The only other one I have is the, let me look over at the shelf. So I have that First Judgment Day one that has purple on it, but it's way smaller. And her figures have gotten significantly better. I'm glad they finally gave her some size. So here's that First Judgment Day one I was talking about. And it's a fantastic figure. Like, the detail and everything, she's just small. So I've wanted an upgrade for a while. Obviously, her hair is way outdated on that one as well. But it works. It looks fantastic. This one's just got the larger legs, torso, arms. It's just a bigger figure, and it represents her much better. So I wanted to get another Rhea Ripley figure. I didn't pick up the white one that came out. But I didn't love that one. I thought it was a cool looking figure. It looked good, but take the jacket off. The white just didn't go with the rest of my Judgment Day set there, so I didn't have a strong desire to pick it up. I never saw it at retail. But then the Rhea, oh, she also has double jointed toes. Just comes with the open hands, nothing special. I also didn't want to pick up that Ultimate Edition I didn't want to pick up the Raw ring or whatever just to get the Ultimate Edition. I have said many times I don't love the drop down hips, and I don't think that this one looks that much different than the Ultimate, without just off the top of my head. So I went ahead, picked this up. All of these were in damaged packaging, so I saved $1 off what they had them all listed for. I don't remember what I paid. Less than what I'd be paying at retail right now. I go pick up an Elite at like Target and it comes to like $25. So I know I paid less than that for everything I picked up here today. So there's Rhea, and then the last one here, this is the biggest just individual want of all of the figures we got in today. So this one I have a couple times kind of looked around to pick up and just haven't had the opportunity, but I went ahead and got the Ultimate Edition Great Muta, and since this was announced, this has been a top wand for me, mostly because I never thought we would be getting a Mattel version of Great Muta. I love how big of a fan Bill is, and you can tell in just Japanese wrestlers in general, the Japanese women's figures are always top notch. They're so good. He nails details in them. He, like the Shinsuke Nakamura figures, we got a lot of those, and he's done a good job with those. But the work he has done, which I guess this is the only Great Muta that he's done that I have in my possession. But we're getting the Legends version that has the modern look. We're getting the NWO versions. There's the Chase version of this that is black that I really would like to get. But there's just so many things that I love about this figure. The knees are kind of hard to move around on mine. They definitely need some hot water treatment. I was thinking about the drop down hips, and I wish there was like a click to them so that it took a little bit of effort to pull them down. I would like I have some Spider-Man figures, Marvel Legends, that the drop down hips have more, it's not really like something that clicks in place, but it takes a little more effort to pull them down, and I wish that's how Mattel's were. I just don't love how they do it, and it takes away from the Ultimates a little bit, because accessory wise, all the head sculpts, I think Ultimates are fantastic. But with Muta here, he's got a lot of unique hands. He's got, so I think this is his like pointing to his throat hand. The tape on there is molded on, it's not just painted on. So he's got that hand that's special. He's got this one. I'm not sure which one is supposed to be the spitting the mist hand. We've also got this one. I'm gonna have to Google some pictures and figure out exactly how. I'm excited to pose this around. Here's one of those open hands. I think that's kind of like his entrance look. He comes with this. I don't know if we would call it a robe. What exactly we would refer to this article of clothing is, but it's fantastic. I was so impressed when I saw the render for it, and in person is just as good as I expected. He's got that entrance hood, I guess. And then we've got the tongue out sculpt, as well as the mist blowing head sculpt when the mist is removable. And I think this one actually works without having it in there. The Goldberg that had the smoke effect looked kind of weird, but I think just because it's Great Muta, that like open mouth kind of works. I'm gonna try out a couple of poses. There's that mist effect with the throat hand in there. I'm just blown away at how awesome this figure is. The Ultimate Edition Shinsuke Nakamura is so good. And it was such a disappointing moment that it was taken from, but it was a great looking figure. Bill goes all out for his Japanese wrestlers, and I think it's awesome. If you like, when I feel like at one point, when we got Razor Ramon in the Ultimate Edition line, like that was wild. Like that was a long time coming. Sting in the Ultimate Edition, or not Ultimate Edition, excuse me. We got him in a Defining Moments figure. Like I remember the Hulk Hogan Defining Moments being a big deal. And those are guys that are like staples. The Great Muta figures, even when he went into the Hall of Fame, I just didn't see it coming, and I think it's awesome. I had plans to make a bunch of customs of him, and now I won't really have to, because Bill is doing everything he can to get those out. But let's get this entrance gear on. Yeah, this figure's ridiculous. It's so nice. I'm mind blown. It's got we've got special hands, we've got special entrance gear. Obviously, the front of this velcros, so it looks like it ties on like a normal robe would, but it velcros, which I really like, because tying that and keeping it tied, undoing it, all that can be a huge pain. So I like how they did that. This is just a rad figure. This will be in my top ultimates, or definitely ultimates, but probably just wrestling figures in general that I pick up once we do that countdown towards the end of 2025 here. But all in all, we've got, so Muda's, he's my star of the show. We've got 2002 baby Shawn Michaels. We compare him with the baby Triple H that'll be coming in the Legends line before too long here. There's 2002 Triple H, normal size Triple H. I don't know if you guys watch Bob's Burgers, where they have regular size Rudy is one of the characters. We've got regular size Triple H, and then we've got baby Shawn Michaels there. There's Rhea and Charlotte next to each other. Man, I don't know if my ring is wonky. I feel like nothing is standing up. And where else would we got? And then we've got our Build-A-Figure. And then there's Roman in the middle. So, a modest haul compared to some of the stuff that we get on the channel here, Unbox on the channel. But as always, we've got plenty of fodder lots. We're always going to have more Headeration head sculpt unboxings. One day I will get around to getting something from Riot Zoo. BEW also has some head sculpts of his that I've put in my cart and then just for some reason or other not checked out. That'll get done. Always more to come on the channel here, but if you stuck around to the end, I appreciate it. If you guys have any of these figures, I'd love to hear your opinions, especially on Great Muta. I don't know how you can be upset with that figure. Just fantastic. Everything else, I want to hear your positives, negatives. Let me know what you think about the Rhea Ripley as far as the sizing goes on her, because I think this is a major upgrade from the ones that I have so far. But outside of that, I think that's about it. So, like I said, if you stuck around to the end, I appreciate it very much. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, and remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy more action figures. Figure Dude out.